Hey guys, welcome to Horror and Me. I'm your host, Darren Mitchell. And on today's video, we're going to do a little bit of toy hunting. I got all your messages from the last video I posted where you guys were saying you'd love to see more toy hunts. So I had a little bit of time today on my lunch break, so I figured I would go to this new spot that I found. What's it called here? I'm outside now. It's called Antiques and Collectibles Marketplace in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. So let's head on inside and see what we see. All right, so let's head into this new spot I found called Antiques and Collectibles Marketplace on 772 in Ephrata. All right, we're in the store now, and it looks like every person kind of has their own little section of different things. So we're just gonna cruise around. It's a big place. There's multiple rows and a back area. I know there's a place in the back where some guy has some horror stuff, so I just peeked at it a little bit last time I was here, but we're getting closer. Oh, I have a Boston. I love my Boston. So yeah, ooh, this one's even cooler.
Alright guys, how's it going?
Good, how are you today?
Good.
Good. So I'm just gonna walk around. If I see anything horror, I'll show you guys. A lot of this stuff is like older antiques, like oil and gasoline stuff. But like I said, everyone has their own little spot, so we'll see what we can find. Well, there's a couple things back here. Release the Boglins. Action figures. So we'll just take a peek. I have this. This is actually hard to find back then. It's crazy to see some of the older stuff again. But yeah, I remember this being a hard one to find. Last time I was here, there was masks, but it looks like they're gone now. Look at that thing. A lot of like Marvel stuff. There's another little booth area. There's some older horror stuff. Here's the Talking Freddy. Crypt Keeper in the box. I have that one. Mine's not in the box. Some Kenner stuff. Crow. Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Some of the big 1/4 scale stuff. Yeah, these definitely made a comeback, huh? It's the second one I've seen in here now. All right, let's keep on moving. Little Bart Simpson mask. Damn, it's pretty bad though. There's a bunch of these, the PVC ones. I know Craig would be interested in this stuff probably. Well, here's another side. So we'll peel through here. See what we can find. Like I said, I live in a very like farming community type of thing, so we see a lot of like antiques and from old farmhouses, stuff like that. So typically in our antique stores, it's a lot of glassware, farm implements, stuff like that. But every now and then, as you have seen, we find some honey holes, so we will just keep on moving and see if we find anything cool. I do see Just out of the corner of my eye. We got a Bigfoot on the wall. Well, I just spotted this. They have the Fright Flicks. Looks like it's just the box though. $55 for the box. Oh my goodness. Garbage Pail Kids. There's an old Madball. The skeleton one. I don't know a lot about these. My friend Eric knows a lot. There's some little Shop of Horrors ones. That looks like that's the full box. Spawn. Little minis. Wow, there's a bunch of those. So yeah, we will keep on moving on. This is pretty cool. I've kind of wanted one of these to be able to view some of my old slides I have, the negatives. How much is that? $25. What the box? That's a thinker. I've been trying to set up my 8mm reel-to-reel projectors. I watched not too long ago. I have Kung Fu on 8mm. I'd like to get more films. I also have the the Bride of Chucky trailer. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if that works. I might have to try to plug that in. Some Knight Rider lunch boxes. Dukes of Hazzard. $50. I wonder if these are still collectible. Let me know in the comments if people still collect these. I have a few. Mine aren't metal though. But I wonder if that's still like a hot item. Just found this, and I know it's nothing crazy, but it reminded me of a story. So this movie was the first movie I saw in theater and hooked up with a girl in the theater for the first time. So every time I see this movie, it reminds me of that. Just figured I'd give you that little tidbit. Some old school Darren stories. The blow molds. I wanted to get into these, but they're just so expensive now. Like, look at that, $160. It's not uncommon at a lot of these antique stores where these are like hundreds and hundreds of dollars now. And I get it, they're old. It's the vintage stuff, but they're huge and they're expensive. And yeah, it's the only reason I haven't. These are cool. They're the Raisinets. And have the lunchbox. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Bowling pin. Whoa, I just spotted this. This is old school. 1988. How much is this? 15. Look at that thing. It looks terrible. I have to have it. I gotta get this. That's crazy. I mean, it looks like it kind of split at the top. It's taped a little bit, but the card is decent. That's badass. I'm getting that. I've never seen this one. Interesting. I just spotted these on the wall too. These Conan figures, old school. Not sure the year. I can't tell. But interesting. This little section is all about like Marvel stuff, but I did have to point this out quick because my buddy Steve and my buddy Jordan love Norm from Cheers. So this is for you guys. That's pretty cool. This is a bobblehead. Yep. I have an old school Dune figure. What year is this? It can't be too old. It's got Facebook and Instagram on it. I can't tell. There's a witch's broom for all you naughty witches out there. You naughty, naughty witches. $75. The hell? Nose and mouth science kit? Yeah, we're nearing the end of it now. I think we have like one more row. We're not going to do it today in these videos, but I do still collect records. So one of these days I'll do a record hunt for you guys. But it's still cool to see some of this. You know, Blade Runner, Wolf of the Moon. I'm not going to take time to dig through here. I don't have the time today, but one of these days I'll do a dig for you guys. Another thing about my area that we see a lot of is we see a lot of like military items, like old servicemen hats, jackets, a lot of uniforms we see. But I've never seen this.
Morning. Hi, how are you
The
today?
Space Cabbage Patch Kid.
Okay.
I know it's hard to see, but interesting.
About 4 to 1, I think.
All right, guys, so we came out of the store now. Obviously, not too much. Like I said, I may have lost a couple clips in here. I'm not really sure. My phone's acting up. But as you can see, a lot of the stuff that we have in our local area in antique shops is a lot of like military memorabilia, a lot of like farm implements and stuff like that to like kind of dress up older homes, that sort of thing. That's mainly what we see. Every once in a while you'll find some horror stuff mixed in, and that's kind of what we saw today. But I was happy to get this Freddy Krueger. I did end up getting it from 1988. I don't know much about this. I've never seen this before, so I'm gonna have to do some research and look it up. But I did talk to the guy who owns this store, and this was actually his. He told me that he pulled it out of his attic not too long ago. And it's been up there for about 20 to 25 years. So that's all he could tell me about it. He doesn't remember where he bought it, but just given the kind of cheapness of this, I'm going to assume it was some kind of discount store or like a Hills or an Ames, if you guys remember those stores before we had Walmarts. So I'm thinking of something like that. So yeah, really pumped on this. Glad I could add this to the collection. Again, it's not in the greatest shape, but the card is really nice and it's just super simple. So I will do some more research on this, but I want to say thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I will definitely be bringing you guys some more. So have a great day. I love you, and I'll see you soon.